everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today we are on Reddit again, but not on the I am the Hail. Today we are here to read some Reddit from Am I the BrideZilla? Yes, we are in the BrideZilla Reddit and we found some posts about the bride asking if she is the BrideZilla. So we shall judge. So, get your coffee, get your tea, be ready, popcorn, grab your snack. You know how this is gonna be. It's gonna be wild. So, without further ado, let's just start the stories. Oh, and also don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more stories, more content, more games. And okay, let's start. Let's see our first story. Am I being a bridezilla for my choice of wedding venue, or is my brother being a brotherzilla for criticizing me? Interesting. I posted this in relationship advice subreddit. I need a bit more advice from you guys too, because it's starting to weigh on me. Okay. My 35 female brother, 33 male, is heavily criticizing my future wedding and I need help to decide if he has a point. TLDR? I don't know what it is, I need to Google it. My brother hates my wedding plans and wants me to change everything. He might not even come to the wedding. This will be a long post. Don't worry, we are ready for a long post. My 35 female brother, 33 male, okay, she already said that, but let's go, has been angry with me since ever since I shared with him my wedding plans. I can't seem to see things his way, and I need external opinion. Okay, we shall see. Me and my boyfriend are getting married in a few months, and before I detail why my brother is angry, I want to give you a few details about the wedding venue. Give us. We decided on a day event, elope at the government building at noon and take our guests for a small cocktail in an event hall afterwards. Sounds good. Venue is planned for a Sunday in the city where we live and our friends live. The parents and other relatives from both sides live in another town, about 2-hour drive. Okay, brothers live in a town an hour and 30 minutes drive. Doesn't sound bad, it sounds pretty close to me. There is nothing going on to be a restaurant-style sit-down event. It will be a cocktail-type, informal gathering. We had other ideas, but after much deliberation we decided for this. Hey, it's your wedding, you don't want to do a classic thing, you just want to get the ceremony and just have a cocktail event? By any means, do it. It actually sounds good. You probably also spare money not having a full restaurant event and stuff, because these things are expensive, okay? A lot. Ever since I first mentioned the event, he started giving me reasons why we should not do it like this. First was the date. Why should it be on Sunday? That was a bad choice in his opinion. Because people don't work generally, so they can come without taking time off. Sounds reasonable to me, but let's see. The choice of the day was not our first wish, but government building availability made it impossible to choose another date. Okay, understandable. We realized that we might need to book hotel rooms for some guests and that 2 or 3 relatives might need to take one day out of work or not attended. Wait, I mean, I guess people, work also on Sunday, but how any other day is better? That's what I'm failing to understand. But let's go on. We're prepared to take that chance and disappoint someone, but this will be probably 2 or 3 people, not everyone. I can only do so much with the available dates for elopement. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if that is the date of the building, that is the date of the building. You cannot do anything about that. Then it was the city. Why we are getting married there? Why not travel to our hometown to get married instead? I want to get married in the city where I live and where my friends live, where access to booking and elopement, I can't say this word, I'm sorry, date is easier, and when I don't need to travel to get married and back. Also, the relatives whom I need to travel to attend are by far fewer people than the friends who will need to travel and book hotels and such in my hometown. Fair. Probably around 10-12 relatives from both sides might come and need to take 2-hour drive, as opposed to that probably 40 friends. That's quite a number actually, so I mean, I understand. There aren't even any decent hotel in my hometown. Booking anything reasonable for the guest will be a nightmare. Also, I can't help but notice there is some hypocrisy involved there, since my brother got married in the city where he lives and made everyone travel to attend, friends and relatives. But I guess in his mind that doesn't count, since he did book accommodation. He wants you to book accommodation for him, that's what he wants. Either way, since he lives in a third city, not where I live or not our hometown, he will need to travel anyway. In terms of distance, it's so similar and not even worth mentioning. Then he had argument against the venue. Why am I choosing a cocktail hall with no many sit-down options and drinks and food? As a matter of fact, there are sit-down options and there will be drinks and food. It's not just going to be a restaurant. Fair. If that's what you want to do, it's your wedding, it's fair. You don't have to be like everyone else, okay? Then he said the idea of doing it during the day was not great, since he considered a wedding to be a more suitable event for the evening. That is just your opinion, because where I'm from, in Italy, it's kind of very common to do the ceremony during the morning around 11 a.m. and then go to a restaurant for lunch and then pass the evening dancing and having buffet and other cocktails. Yeah, some people do that in the evening, but it's kind of way more common to do it on a Sunday morning, because people generally don't work, and because so you can have the whole day and then you can have the evening to relax and go back to work the next day. But hey, that's just us, that's how we do things. Other people do it different and it's fine. I'm just saying, it's not your wedding, so you shouldn't say all of this stuff. Shush, you're the brother, shush. Neither me or my future husband are big on evening event. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not for everyone anyway. The venue hall is not open after 9 p.m. Another point. And we still want to give an option to people who want to leave early and go home so they can be at work the next day. That's exactly what I just said, okay? Hence, it's an afternoon event which will probably end around 6-7 p.m. Perfectly fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. This way, everyone who wants to skip the drinks and take a commute home can do so. Everyone else will be able to stay at the hotel. This does not seem to satisfy him, and he got mad at me because in his opinion I was insulting the relatives who might want not be able to attend or not enjoy this the event in this form. What's going on him? Why is so mad about these allegedly relatives that might not be able to come? Okay, I'm failing to understand. I think that everyone has a right to decide for themselves whatever they want to come or not. I keep saying the same stuff. I will not be cross with anyone who chooses not to. I told him I'm fully upfront with everyone about the venue parameters and location, and will let them choose for themselves without any pressure on my end. He said this is not right, that I shouldn't have told our relatives anything, and I shouldn't have just gotten married with our friends alone, then tell relatives after the fact and bought them dinner to celebrate. What's your brother problem? What the heck? His response is so weird. What? Neither me or my husband consider it appropriate to hide from our relatives the fact that we're getting married. Yeah, what the heck? No matter what the venue is. Also, we have neither the time or the money to afford to separate wedding celebration, and even if we did, we simply don't want to. Yeah, why should you? We especially don't want to rob our relative of the possibility to decide for themselves whether or not they want to attend our celebration, no matter how untraditional it might be. It feels hypocritical to me plan a wedding events for months without mentioning in front our relatives we regularly meet at least once every 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, that is dumb. What is brother thinking? We went ahead and told some of the relatives already about the event and the type of venue, and nobody seems to be offended like my brothers say they will be. I personally see nothing offensive here, and I'm baffled to understand why brother will think someone will get offended. Everyone who told say they're unhappy, they're very happy for us, and they will need some time to decide if they can attend. Fair. Totally fair. I understand that. What I do not understand is why my brother's opinion is that my relative will get offended if we invite them to an event that requires travel and accommodation, which we will help with. Oh, you will help. So that there is that. And we are better off not telling them and not inviting them. Please tell me where I'm wrong and what is that I don't see. In this way, I see the possibility that my brother might not even bother to attend. He was being rather aggressive with his point and absolutely angry that I do not see things this way. Edit. People have told me that I'm using the word elope incorrectly because elopement means getting married in secret. Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. English is my first language and we live in Eastern Europe. Maybe it's a different here in terms of tradition and marriage law. That is where you're from, so apologize if you're getting confused. Okay, that's fine. English is not my first language too, so I totally get it. This is weird. Your brother is weird. Maybe he's really making all of this just because he doesn't want to come to your wedding. So it's like, oh, just don't do that. Maybe he doesn't want to travel. I don't know, this is weird. Let's see what Reddit have to say about that, huh? I love the first comment. Your brother is being a dick. Now his wedding, he can keep his opinion to himself. Fair point. Her brother sounds like a type A control freak with all his bold statement about how others will or should feel about OP's wedding plan. I will ask him if this is some deep-rooted issue he has. Like, was it secretly lifelong dream to be a dictator or wedding planner or a dictator of weddings? I think OP should just laugh and sure Jen everything he says. I mean, come on. Dear, you're not the Hale. It's your wedding. You seems very reasonable. You are not BrideZilla. You're doing everything you can. And you're from East Europe, so I understand. We don't like to spend that much money for weddings, so I get it. Ceremony, cocktail event, it's perfectly fine. Your brother doesn't like it? He cannot come, because if he does that to you, that is not a supportive brother. Do what you want to do and don't think about him. You're not a BrideZilla. Moving on. We need more coffee to go through this one. Let's go. Am I being a BrideZilla? Let's judge. So me, 32 female, is getting married soon to my boyfriend, 32 male, of 7 years. Now, my issue is that I asked a friend to be one of my bridesmaids after one of my best friend wasn't able because she got pregnant, and I didn't want my sister as one even though my mom was pushing for it. We aren't close. Fair. I mean, not all the sisters and brothers are close. It's sad, but it's true. She has been the one to help me with out with details of the wedding since my boyfriend is not that involved. He's planning an overseas honeymoon. Okay, fair. And my best friend, who is the maid of honor, has a lot on her plate at the moment. She has been there more than my wedding planner. Now that's That's good that you have a good best friend maid of honor. She been acting distant since we ordered the dresses. I asked them to wear the same color, different style, but I did ask this friend to pick a dress with full sleeve to cover her tattoos. Body makeup wasn't an option since boyfriend family is conservative and it doesn't fit my vision. However, her pick wasn't to my liking, so I ended up choosing one I prefer so it will look similar to the other two. Side note there, they are paying for everything and I'm not sharing makeup artist because my wedding planner said it's better to avoid having one person do everything and I don't like sharing my vendors for anything. We're not starting good here. Unless I'm failing to understand, you are telling me so far that you asked your friend to be a bridesmaid because your best friend wasn't able because she got pregnant. She helped you with the detail of the wedding, and when you picked the dress, she wasn't happy because you wanna cover her sleeve. Okay. So far, it's like I need more context, okay? Let's see. Once the dress had arrived and all three tried them on, she had a face. I mean, the dress is cute and covers her up. When we're covering up people, I get the family is conservative, but we are in 2025. At a certain point, people should stop to judge other people for their choice of dressing or piercing or tattoo, okay? Because it's not your life. And I fail to understand how being in public with tattoo should be at everyone's problems. I'm not affecting you. And the bride, it's like, I don't know if I like this bride. I would be like, I don't have much visible tattoo, okay? I have this one that you might see on my arm. This is my sister's name. But if someone would like, well, can you put long sleeve because I want to cover it up? I will be like, okay, kind of bother me. I can't respect it, but let's see how these keep going on. I mean, the dress is cute and covers her up like I wanted to, but the other dresses are less conservative. So you're telling me that hair is covered up more than the other two? I don't like that. I don't like how this is going. I'm sorry. I ignored her face and just told her it looked pretty, as it was exactly what I wanted. Oh, so you wanted that too? Huh, okay. I had to deal with a few other things, like my mother-in-law deciding to wear a silver dress when I asked her to wear green to fit the color scheme. Well, your mother-in-law is another one apparently. What the heck? But I have been chatting with her. I know she's busy since she have a small business, but she's not understanding my urgency. Like I finally got my mother-in-law to choose something else, or that my boyfriend forgot to having to get a sitter for our pet for the honeymoon. She was not answering right away. So you're saying you have to deal with these things. Okay. I'm failing to see how this is a matter about her not being happy about the dress. I'm very confused about all of this. Either way, I made up my mind about having get ready pictures, so I ordered some long sleeve silk robe for them for those pictures because they have to arrive ready but not dress. Okay, and she asked about those. Oh, and I. Oops. And if I was going to edit her tattoos out if they show. I thought it was a given since I have been hinting that I don't like tattoos. She knows I have prohibited my boyfriend from getting one. Oh God. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. This is concerning. You prohibited your boyfriend to get a tattoo because you don't like them. It's about you then. It's not about his family being conservative. It's about you. You don't like tattoo. You don't want him in your picture. So why you ask this friend to be your bridesmaid? I'm failing to see your logic here. I don't like this one bit now. And I told her that as long as the posing didn't show any, they aren't a problem. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. She said okay, and I think she's kinda mad. Yeah, as she should be. Why you ask her to be your bridesmaid if you don't like her tattoos? What the heck? But like, it's my wedding and I want it in a certain way. I noticed she has not been so enthusiastic as before. Can you blame her? But like, am I wrong? I just want her to look like I want to. How is a problem like other people look? I mean, I get giving a certain code of color or stuff, but the moment that you want people to cut their hair, dye their hair, change their appearance, you are an a-hole. I don't care. You're a bridezilla. No, what the hell we're talking about? Just don't ask her if you don't like her with tattoo. That's what I mean. I did shut down the idea of her changing dresses after the ceremony. I tied no-sleeves dress. I mean, I felt like asking her to be a BD, bridesmaid, because no one else had been helping me this much. Okay. But there isn't a reason for her to suddenly be this cold, or am I asking too much? I am willing to do everything she has done to me when she gets married, even though she has said she doesn't want to a wedding, and it's simple at the moment, but I know her better. I don't like you. You know her better, but you're making her cover her tattoos. You're a bridezilla. I mean, I think you're a bridezilla. I really want to see what Reddit have to say, but you are a bridezilla. What the hell, woman? Here you go. This was my point. You said your family was why the tattoos weren't okay, and then sleep that you also don't like tattoos. That's why you are a freaking bridezilla. You tried to lie to us, and then, oh, but I don't like tattoo either, just FYI. Don't deflect her. Own it. Yes, controlling your fiancé ability to choose if he wants a tattoo, not wanting to share vendors, and making the girls pay for dresses they don't want to wear. There you go. This is a pattern, babe. The wedding isn't about picture. It's about embracing love and being surrounded by those who love you. You can pick and choose part of their identity. That's what I was saying. They want to show up at themselves only to love you wholly, and you are prohibiting that. I get you're under a lot of stress, but girl, you are bringing up totally bridezilla. Yeah. You're a bridezilla. I'm sorry. Don't even need to read more comment because you are a total bridezilla. Shame on yourself. Alright, moving on. Seems we have another post that come from MIDHAL, but they reposted in bridezilla. So let's see what is this about. So from the AITA, it say my best friend uninvited my partner to her wedding very last minute. I think this is the title before it was reposted in here. My best friend of 15 plus years uninvited my partner to her wedding coming in next month. I was told this last night on my 3rd birthday of all nights. Interesting, because of a comment on her lack of friendship towards me since we drifted apart lately. Totally true, since she has left me in tears over the past year from her being self-involved. So why you even wanna go to her wedding, girl? Like, you should already say, well, fuck you. Just saying. Stating, I don't want someone at my wedding who thinks I'm a bad friend. Look, totally fair. Honestly, it's her wedding and I guess she wants to be comfortable on her day. However, what I have an issue with is the following. Okay, this seems complicated, so let's dig in. We caught up a couple weeks ago for lunch. My friend showed me a picture of an Airbnb that the bridal party groomsmen can stay after the reception, mentioning specifically there will be a room for myself and my partner. She asked if we would put money towards it, and of course I agree. Okay? So you're also paying for this. However, last night after I made a passing comment about my partner and I are excited to come to the wedding, she said, oh, didn't I tell you he's not invited? Girl, what the hell? To which, clearly, I was shocked, but moved on and tried to enjoy my birthday. Dropped the subject instantly. Wait, why? I mean, I guess it was your birthday, but, what? Today we have argued about it, and I explained to her that I don't understand why the sudden change of mind, and that previously I have made the concession for her partner to come to events, despite me very openly stated I don't like him. Girls, it seems like your friendship is in a mess. It's not just like you two. You guys are 15 years of mess. That's what it is. Cheating on her wish list, her mother is in hospital dying. Wait, cheating on her wish list while, I guess, her mother is in hospital dying of brain cancer, cheating on her while she babysat his child, spending money on OF girls? I don't know. Is it true? I don't know. Okay. Let's go. I previously say I didn't want him at events like my birthday previously, but when she pleaded with me, I conceded and let him come. He ruined the night as expected. Okay, so this is a pattern. That's a mess. I have to say this is a mess. I'm sorry. Since this argument has happened, my best friend say you didn't want my partner coming to events, so I want you to respect that I'm not inviting Nick, and if you have an issue with, I'm moving forward and suggest you come as a guest. Me, okay. I'm honestly shocked. If I knew this, her partner would definitely not have been invited to my 3rd birthday last night. I stated I respect your choice for my partner not attend. However, in the future at our events, just like our wedding, please don't expect an invite for your partner. If you would prefer me as a guest and not bridesmaid, that is also your choice. It's your wedding. Am I the asshole, Neil? We all got along great last night on my birthday, and we had, I thought, put all of our differences aside. I am feeling really down as I'm seriously considering not going, not just for this reason, but also due to the fact that she's been not self-involved in the past year. Even every conversation has been about her, even hanging up on me when I go to even talk about things happening with my self and life. No one's made the effort to come and see me in a year unless I ask to. I am just hurt and upset. She's not your friend. Why are you even bothering? Why are you even bothering? She clearly doesn't care. She's not your friend. She doesn't want your partner. She clearly prefers somebody that hurt her a lot over you. So don't bother. Like, stop being a friend. You can find better people. Are you joking? She's not worth in 15 years. Okay, and people change like that. They can drop you like that. Don't forget it. It's hard to find the real friendship. Very hard, but you still can find it. She's not one of them, clearly. But let's see what Reddit have to say about that. She's not your friend anymore. She's marrying a loser, and deep down she's no, and she's taking out on your partner. Drop out and get your money back. Update me. Let's see what OP say. The wedding will be upcoming very soon. I'll expect to get a nasty message if I don't come to the table first about this. Despite me still being being respectful, she stumbled up my last message but checked my stories on social media. Nothing about drama, just me moving house, and I'll get back to everyone soon. So I guess we will see what happened to the next coming weeks. Okay. It's past 3 months, so I don't know. This is an interesting one. Seems very juicy. Am I the hale for not letting my boyfriend fiancé to wear white to my wedding? Guys, why we still wearing white on other people's wedding? Some people have it in culture, like people that dress with their wedding dress in red because other people can dress in white. It's fine, but in the West culture, most of the time, if not always, unless otherwise write or explain, do not wear white. Why? Anyway, let's see what it is about. Okay, so I, 28 female, I just got married to my amazing husband, Jake, 30 May. The planning was stressful, but everything turned out beautiful, or at least it would have, if it not for the drama with my boyfriend, with my brother's fiancée, Erica. 26 female. Erika is one bold, loud woman. Okay, she's the type who love pushing the envelope as farther it will go, and which typically is rather fun until she pushes to your detriment. Okay, so she's that type of person, like she likes to sacrifice in other well-being. I get that. I don't know if I say that right, but you get my point. A month before my wedding, Erika sent me a text stating to give a heads up that she wanted to wear a white gown on my wedding day. Pardon? Excuse me? What in the fuck? According to her, she's considered a modern trend. Okay, show me that. What? And added that since she will not attract more attention than the bride herself, it did not matter. It matters? You crazy? What the hell? I was shocked. I told her tactfully. No, you shouldn't even be tactfully. What the heck? It's your marriage? You should fuck off. I told her tactfully but firmly that going to someone else's wedding in white is a serious faux pas. Are we speaking French now? Alright, I don't know French, but I think it's not something nice. Erika shrugged off the comment and said it's just a color. You're not even in pure white, you're wearing ivory. Which was true but not relevant in my mind. Listen, it doesn't matter if the bride wants to use ivory, beige, white or pink. If she told you no white, you don't know wear white. People. Oh, I tried to let it go, thinking perhaps she was playing a game with me. Nagger, she's not playing a game with you, she was dead serious. But then, a week before the wedding, my mom sent me a photo of Erika's dress. It wasn't just white, it was floor-length, lacy, and absolutely bridal. I wish I can see the picture too. I called Erika immediately. I told her she needed to find something else to wear or she wouldn't be allowed in. She said I was being insecure. And that's it's 2024, women should be able to wear, and it's 2024 and women should be able to wear what they want. That is true in what you're thinking. You can wear whatever you want. That doesn't mean you're being first of all suitable for public. If you want to wear whatever you want in public, there are consequences, you know, for you, how you might want to dress. Second, this is not about wearing whatever you want. This is about respect. The bride told you no, you should respect that. That's not your wedding. Yeah, so self-centered. Later, my brother called me, Chris 29, begging me to let it go. No! He said Erika thought she was targeted and that she was an uproar because I was ruining her experience. He said she has already spent a lot on her dress and that by now it's too late to get another one. Use it for your wedding then, bitch. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just stood firm and said if she show up in that dress, she does not come in. Yes, stand your ground. Holy cow. Erika came out on the wedding day dressed in white. No, she didn't. She did! Oh my gosh, my stomach was sinking at this point, but I had already warned my wedding coordinator of the potential situation. The wedding coordinator caught Erika at the door and said that either she changed out of that or get gone. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited, I can't read anymore. Erika has a total huge fit in front of my guests, screaming that she's a BrideZilla and jealous of her confidence. Chris stepped in and that's how they both bailed. How are you not ashamed of being like that? You for real? What? Sorry. Now my family is literally torn apart. My parents feel that Erika had overreacted, but my brother Chris say I humiliated them in public. No, you didn't. You told her, don't you dare come in white. or you're not gonna step inside my wedding. That's what you did. You kept your word. She's crazy and your brother is delusional. Fuck them. Are you... What? Why people are like that? Many of my other relatives go so far as to say that I overreacted and I should have kept quiet for harmony's sake. No, why? Why? Why is so important? Keep your facade. No, if there is something wrong, people are not like... I don't understand this thing. Why people are so obsessed with keeping the facade, showing that everything is perfectly fine? No, that's wrong. That's so wrong. It has been 2 weeks and Chris is not talking to me. Erica has endured passive-aggressive comments everyone on social media about the insecure brides and toxic wedding culture. Say, from her? She's the one that did it. Sometimes I think I must have been an idiot for even think twice about this and I should have just let her have the stupid dress. So am I the hero? No. No, you're not. Okay, honey, let them bitch and moan and make everything greater fools of themselves. What a bunch of weirdos. And when they get married, they wear a beautiful white dress, but don't tell them before. Let's see a real BrideZilla in action. She will lose her shit. Yeah, because that's the point, right? She bitched about you, then you are like that. Oh, you are not modern, you're just an insecure bride. But what happened if you do the same to her wedding? What happened if you wear a beautiful white gown? She's gonna lose her shit because she's a BrideZilla. No, you're not the Hale, you're not BrideZilla. Don't want other people wearing white at your wedding. It's totally fair. You're not BrideZilla. Next! Alright, we have one last juicy story with an update because we love updates. So let's see what this say. This is about it's a story from the point of the maid of honor, not the bride. Let's see how is this. It looks long and juicy. I, maid of honor, just found out the bride talked shit behind my back in the entire wedding day, but still had me plan pay for everything. Hell no! What? I was asked to be maid of honor by a friend of mine who had a rocky past with. Okay. Wait, what? She doesn't really have anyone close in her life that lasts longer than few years, and she also changes job every few months. I don't like when people are like that. Anyways, because she's high conflict and causes drama constantly. Let's be real. Who want people like that in their lives, right? Anyways, she tries off of it. Oh, even worse! In hindsight, I should have said no. I'm glad you own that. Especially knowing this was her and her groom's third engagement, so off and on. But I agree and took everything so seriously. Wait, what? They engaged 3 times? Interesting. It's gonna be an interesting wedding. What? BrideZilla was an understatement. Okay, she changed the members of the bridal party 5 times, so I constantly had to track down new people. Her bridal shower had to be at this one specific country club that was expensive. She changed the date of the actual wedding and forgot to tell me for months. And it was on Friday, so I had to request off work. Nothing I bought was good enough and she always requested more. She changed my dress color after I bought it. What the hell? Why you are still even indulging this? What? She also just stopped talking to me unless it was about the wedding. Girl, the hell? I had no idea that was going. I had no idea what was going on in my personal life. Okay. I paid for just about everything because the people she kept inviting in the bridal party were younger than usual. Early 20s. I'm 27. Bride is 33. That's odd. What the heck? and have no stable income. I have a good job and I'm smart with my money, but even for me it was really difficult. It doesn't matter if you're smart with your money. Girl, that's not your problem. That's not your wedding. What? I'm talking about $6,000 on this damn wedding as a maid of honor. And I'm trying to plan my own soon too. No. What? You shouldn't have no. Hell no. What? That's crazy. Well, day of the wedding comes. I make sure she has a bunch of custom gift, a day off bag, my speech was beautiful, etc. Okay. But she was so rude to me the entire day. She has a new best friend she met about 4 months before the wedding, of course, and they are attached at the hip, and she wanted to do was talk and all she wanted to do was talk to her, but whatever, I was super busy handling everything, so I tried to ignore it. Okay, girl, what? You are an angel. Are you crazy? Wedding comes and go. She leaves to go to her after party with her new best friend and stay behind. And I stay behind to clean up the entire venue with the help of my boyfriend after we go home. You did what? You did what? I beg your pardon? What? Why did you even do that? Well, I get called today after her cousin, who was also in the wedding party, who I really bonded with over this awful experience. She told me that she didn't want to say anything to me, but she thinks I deserve to know because I'm already buying Christmas gift for bride and her kids. Her cousin tells me that every time I left the bridal suit the day of the wedding, the bride will announce to everyone in the room that she couldn't stand me. I wish she weren't even here. I am so fucking annoying. Are you joking? She also has a separate group chat with her sister and cousin and continues to talk shit on me there. Mind you, she just sent me a Christmas list for her kids last week. Everything is already bought and wrapped. What are you doing? I'm mad at you. What? I can't believe what I'm reading here. I felt so hurt and so used. You should. What the hell? And honestly, really stupid. That too. I understand that you feel stupid and ashamed that you thought that she was a friend. I get it. That's just as much as hurtful. You're a good person. You try to be a good person. And when people are a good person, other people take advantage of them. And it happens more than I would like to admit, unfortunately. I felt so hurt and so used and honestly really stupid. I just block her on everything. I don't want to even message her because I know she'll somehow twist it around and make it my fault. TLDR. Okay, I need to see what this means. Okay, apparently it's a summary. It's an addition. Okay. Bride talks shit on me the entire wedding and continues to do so, but hasn't said anything to my face and still expect me to buy Christmas gift for her kids. I think this was like, I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. I'm just reading, okay? Okay, edit. I'm seeing a lot of comments say this is on me for missing, ignoring red flags, and I'm 100% agree. Yeah, she owned that. She say I felt stupid. And beside, why... she was trying to be a good person, so I get this on her too, but why we have to shame the people that get taken advantage from other people? Yeah, okay, you need to look out for yourself, but if, like, there is not gonna be any good person ever again then if we always say, oh, it's your fault for being so good, you know? Like, come on now. I should have gone more into the backstory, but it's super complicated and long, so I left it down. I used to be the stepmother of her oldest son, so her ex is also my ex. What? And he's a huge piece of that, but that's a story for another day. And I'm extremely bonded to the kiddo. I was in his life for from 9 months old, and she allowed me to still be involved in his life for the past 4 years, even after I left the relationship. He's 7 now, so a huge part of me feels this immense, incredible depth to her. And I will always appreciate her keeping me in her life, in her son's life. She didn't have to do that, but as my friend, kids aside, she is incredibly selfish and toxic, and I should have made better boundaries and kept my guard up. But wow, that's easier said than done when kids are involved. I get that. Eddie too. I also meant that I spent $6,000 on the bridal shower, bachelorette gift, etc. I did not pay for the actual wedding venue itself. But $6,000 my own money still for wedding related. It's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. Doesn't matter. It's still a lot of money, okay? Eddie 3. I appreciate everyone's advice. I was more or less venting on this post. I know I'm not blameless in this and definitely let it drag on too long because I was scared that once I upset BrideZilla, I lose access to being part of her children's life. However, I agree that it's not healthy for me to continue to be in contact with her, and her children are better off not seeing me being used as a doormat by their mother. Good point. I block her number. I do not plan on interacting with her again. Time to move on and focus on my own healings for once. Okay, we have an update to this, so I'm not reading the comment on this. Let's read the comment on the update, okay? Hi everyone, this post definitely blew up more than I was expecting, so I wanted to give a quick update. After this happened, a few things that some of you said to me really stuck with me. I was looking to all of this from the perspective of not wanting to lose access to the children of the bride, who I love deeply. But I was not realizing that by allowing their mother to treat me poorly, that I was modeling for the kids how to treat their own love. Oh, there really was a light bulb moment for me, and I realized I needed to cut ties. I initially told her that I needed space from her because of the way she has treated me as a friend, which she did not take well, and had to block her number and delete her off social media to stop her from berating me with texts. Oh god. Once I did that, it was insane. How much better I felt. Okay, good. When I saw that insane word, I was like, oh my god, what happened now? I truly didn't realize how much time and energy she took out of me every single day. I felt like a little weight was lifted from my chest, and I wasn't filled with anxiety about whatever drama she's constantly cold text me about. I had no idea how much she had slowly taken from me across the course of our friendship, and it was like being free of an emotional vampire. Good for you. Good for you. However, despite feeling so much better, I still felt that I needed closure regarding the kids, who I do love and miss. I needed to know in my heart that I did everything I could for them, to know none of this is their fault. I decided to drop off the present I already bought at the front doorstep and left a note letting her know that I was informed she spoke poorly about me in front of her children during her wedding day, and that I simply cannot accept that disrespect anymore. It was very short and sweet. I didn't go into much more details than that. Also, I told her I had no interest in reuniting any type of friendship, that this was my closure and I do not want her to contact me further. Okay, it seems like you did the right thing. Apparently, she immediately took to social media. Oh god, sure, let's cry on social media, and began making dozens of posts, a TikTok video denying everything, as well as involving the kids in the videos. So sad. Trash talking me and calling me a narcissist, which is laughable, honestly. And it's her goal to insult for everyone who wrongs her. I hate people like that. Oh my gosh. So toxic. You're right. Her children are gonna see that this is fine. We don't want people grow up like that. Oh God. I had friends send me a few in disbelief. And while I appreciate being informed, I asked them not to send me anymore because I don't really care and I don't want to give her the satisfaction of knowing I saw any of them. Clearly. Honestly, I just feel so bad for the kids, yeah, me too, and feel nothing but pity for their mother. How sad to be 33-year-olds and instead of spending time on Christmas morning with your children, you're making TikTok videos to try to upset me and failing in it. Wait, she was doing this during Christmas morning? I'm appalled. What? What a terrible mother. How do you do that? Anyway, that's my update. I'm glad to finally put all this behind me. I really feel like I've closed the chapter of such a chaotic and drama-filled portion of my life. If any of you are dealing with a person like this in your life, get out. Life is so much better without them to drag you down. I promise you. Yeah, I totally agree with that. This is toxic behavior, toxic friendship. It's like she was taking advantage of her, clearly. When I blocked my narcissist friend, it was amazing how free I felt. Like, I can go get coffee just by myself without having to invite her. I don't have her always coming to my house interrupting date night with my husband. I can hang out with other friends without her guilting me. I wish I had turned out differently, but people are going to make choices. You can choose for them, and life is too short to spend it around people who drain you. Totally, I'm totally agree. I did cut some people off my life before, and some were sad, but some felt so good. Because, you know, you are a person when you're a teenager, then you grow up, you change, things change, your environment change, the people that you enjoy, the type of joke, everything change, and some people are not worth it to keep dragging with you in your life. Anyways, you are not the BrideZilla. I mean, she is the BrideZilla. You are a totally good person. And this was the last story for today. I really, you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comment, have any opinion about that, leave a comment. I read all the comments and leave a like to all of you. I really appreciate you to watch the video, to be here in the community. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in my next video. I have some more gameplay, some more reaction video and stories, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna open a TikTok just to see what they are offering me. I really want to do a video and say what TikTok will show me if I never been there, which I'm not. So there is that. Let me know what you think, and that's it for today. I hope to see you next time. Ciao ciao.